Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. This is your outlook for January 15th, 2014. And we're starting off with a NAM high-res future simulated radar. This is for later Wednesday at 4 p.m. We're going to have a cold front moving through today. We have a cold front that moved through last night, and a little bit of ridging out in between two cold fronts here is going to allow the temperatures to warm up pretty nicely again today, and we're going to have temperatures well into the 40s over eastern half of our coverage area here. But as that cold front moves through, you could have a few rain showers initially, and then it could go over to some snow showers, especially as we get into the evening and overnight hours here. We're going to start off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon here and move forward here. And I think anything at this point, the cold front is actually down across this area. I think you get some initial showers here. This is actually showing at 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. You might get some rain showers early. See the 32-degree line is way back here. But it is snow showers over central PA behind that front. And then as the front moves through, the temperatures will drop. And we can see as we go a little bit forward in time here is 9 p.m., 10, 11, 12. As we get to midnight here, see some snow showers that are popping up and just kind of just sitting here, not really moving. Very light snow showers, not a big deal. So this isn't accumulating much, if anything at all. So, but you see that as the temperatures are crashing here. Here's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's now straight from Lancaster over to the Lehigh Valley up into just getting into northwest New Jersey up by Sussex here. But everywhere else up here, it is falling as snow, albeit very, very light. And this is going to continue throughout the night, it looks like. Here's 5 o'clock in the morning, still snowing. And then it finally lets up a little bit as we get into Thursday morning. You still have some snow showers still showing here on the NAM here. And then maybe a heavier burst before this ends here. And then it heads off to the northeast, and then it's out of here. So what does that do? Not much. I'm going to go to the high-res NAM here real quick and show you where the total snowfall accumulations are for this area. Anywhere from the Lehigh Valley and points northeast is the areas that are susceptible to the coatings, and that's all this would be. This is the very lowest part of the chart here, so there's just a coating or dusting on the ground, not a big deal, and this will not be a big hazardous system that we were thinking may take place earlier this week, but it's not going to happen. Head back to the GFS here. And the GFS is showing this cold front again. One cold front moved offshore yesterday, and we know another one that's moving through today. And because of that, there's going to be some ridging ahead of it, some southwesterly wind flow, and you're going to have temperatures into the 40s up in this area here, mid to upper 40s in most cases, ahead of the front until the front moves through. And then once the front moves through, that's when the temperatures will drop, and it'll take a while to do that through the course of the evening. Again, starting as rain showers most likely, and then going over to snow showers overnight. We're going to move ahead now, and we're going to go to the weekend threat. Now, the GFS, and actually pretty much most of the models here are in agreement that at least operational guidance is showing not much of anything going on Friday night into Saturday. We have left the snow chances in the forecast, at least I have in the central PA region, and the reason being the ensembles are on to something a little bit different that brings a little bit closer to the coast here. And you see the GFS doesn't do much here at all. Actually starts miss it. It has this low developing much later here, and you see it's offshore here, very weak, and there's no precipitation left behind. Of course, some of the ensembles are strengthening this a little bit and bringing it a little bit closer to the coast here. So this cannot be written off for this weekend, but this would be a late Friday night into Saturday deal if it were to happen. So we're going to stay on top of this because some very little changes in the guidance, and this could definitely bring the storm back, and we could be looking at a moderate accumulation on Saturday if that's the case. But right now it's not showing anything, but we did leave the chances there in the forecast for Saturday just in case. If you look at the GFS in the long range here, it gets into a very northern stream dominated pattern where you have these fast moving systems, clipper systems move in. It's going to stay cold. We're not getting into any big warm-ups, and you just have these fast moving clipper systems that come through here, and not really doing much here, just quickly moving through and dropping some snow showers as they do so. Here's another example here showing for the 22nd. and is getting out a little bit far here, but we really don't think this is going to end up being the case, and the models might be struggling with the southern stratospheric warming episode that we see taking place right now. And sometimes every time you have that happen, you have a pattern change of sorts, and the models have a difficult time in picking up on what what solution to go with. That's why we're seeing one model run showing something like this, where it's completely progressive and dry, for the most part dry, except for these little clipper systems that are coming through. And then you'll see 12 hours later it flips to something completely different. So I expect that to continue. And we're still looking for a storm signal here on the 23rd, although not being modeled right now. A storm signal that could give us a good snowstorm here over our coverage area. But still time for that to change. And then we're talking about at this point, in 8 to 9 days out. So a lot can change in that time frame. And we'll stay on top of it in the meantime and bring you the latest as it comes. I am Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for January 15th, 2014. Have a great Wednesday.